I'm Lauren with IndoorGardening.com, and today we're going to talk about grow lights. Generally, homes are a lot darker than outside in tropical zones where a lot of our plants come from. So a lot of our houseplants can actually struggle quite a bit being indoors, even in the summer seasons. If you don't have very many lights, if you are in the north where it's dark all the time, you don't get a lot of light, or the light's not very strong. If you just don't have a lot of light available to you, but you still want to keep your beautiful luscious plants inside your home, no worries, that is what grow lights are for. But when we go online and we're looking at all these grow lights, it's really hard and really intimidating to figure out exactly what you need, when you need it, where is it going to go, how is it going to work, is it really worth that price? There are so many questions, and we're going to answer them today for you. Plants need light because light is actually a plant source of food. I know we say plant food is fertilizer, but really fertilizer is just nutrients like vitamins for humans. The actual food that plants are absorbing on a regular to sustain themselves and perform all their functions is light. So if plants don't get enough light, they're not going to be growing for you. They'll just stay stagnant. They won't push out any new leaves. Some may not even make it. They may perish, especially if they are a light-loving plant like a Tradescantia or a Hoya. Those two plants need their light, or they're just going to become a pile of mush and grossness and leave you wondering why that happened because you did everything else right. So what you can do to keep your beautiful plants happy is get some type of grow light. When you are shopping for your grow lights, the things you want to keep in mind, the very simple basic things that you want to keep a lookout for are LEDs, because they are going to be the most energy efficient for what you are putting out for your plants. So basically they're going to give you the most light by taking the least amount of energy for you. They are going to be the most energy efficient and the ones that are worth most for your money. A lot of times you'll see articles out there that tell you to look at the wattage, or you'll see the wattage on the packaging or in the description, and you'll think that that's something really important to pay attention to. But the wattage is just how much energy the grow light is going to be taking from your home. It's how much energy it's going to be absorbing and spending to produce that light. It doesn't mean that a higher wattage is going to produce a stronger light. LEDs actually have a very low energy footprint, so they're going to have a low wattage. They're not going to be taking very much energy from your home, but they will be producing a lot of light for your plant. So you want to look at how many LED bulbs are going to be in whatever grow light fixture you have, and then you can go based on that. More LED bulbs means the stronger it's going to be. So you can also look at the lumens or the foot candles. That's the actual measurement of light. So the stronger those are, the more strong and the more bright the light is going to be. You may have to do a little bit more digging, but generally if you can get something with LEDs and not worry about the wattage too much, you will be fine. Another aspect to light that you need to worry about when you're shopping for grow lights is you'll see them coming in different spectrums. You'll see ones that are red, you'll see ones that are purple, you'll see ones that are a black light. They will market them for specific plant maturity. For example, seedlings will need X type of light. More mature plants, if you're trying to get them to flower or fruit, will need another type of light. And then they will say that you should use this type of lighting if you're just trying to get lush foliage. But really, if you are just trying to simplify it down, just get a full spectrum light. Your plant is going to need all the different colors of the light spectrum, including ones we can't even see anyway. Even yellow light is used by plants to perform different functions. We can do a whole video breakdown of how all that works for you. But just in the interest of simplicity today, your plant needs full spectrum light. Whatever stage it's at, it may benefit from a little bit more here and a little bit more there, but if you just want to simplify things, get a full spectrum light. So to sum up, you want to look for something with LEDs, and you want it to be full spectrum, and then you can actually measure the lumens and get into all of that if you really, really want. But just if you're browsing online trying to figure out the best thing, full spectrum and LED. Super simple. When you are browsing and you're trying to figure out what type of plant light to get as well, you want to consider the shape of it and the size of the area that you are trying to cover. If you have a whole wall that you are trying to cover in plant lights, maybe you want something with a lot of different fixtures that's going to shine a lot of light down. Do you have highlight plants or do you have lower light plants? So we have videos on those as well if you're curious as to which is which and you need to figure that out for your plants. But you can get this in a lot of different sizes. If you only want a small area, for example, I have a bookshelf with terrariums on it. I use little teeny tiny strip lights for that, but I have full bar lights for my climbing plants. So it just depends on what you're trying to get. There are 4 basic shapes to your grow lights. So when you're looking, you can get strip lights, which are very thin little LED lights. You can attach them under cabinets, under bookshelves. They're generally not very bright, but they'll have adjustments for brightness, which is really nice. Sometimes they'll even come with a timer. You can expand upon that and get a much bigger bar light that will usually hang from the ceiling and produce a lot more light. They'll come in 1 or 2 very large LED bars. A lot of times you'll see that greenhouses will use these, and this is just a smaller version of that for in-home use. Another aspect is hanging fixtures. You can actually get various fixtures that you hang into the ceiling and you can add whatever type of grow light you want in there, or you can get the ones that are very big, flat, rectangular. They're very, very strong grow lights. They're meant to grow all types of seedlings or for professional growers. If you are trying to start your own plant nursery and you need something bigger, or you have a very large area to cover, for example, if you bought a grow tent, if you bought like a Mars Hydro grow tent or something like that, then you would want a really big light to go over that, and that's another one to kind of consider. But if you need something smaller, you just have a plant in one little corner that's just not getting enough light, then you can go ahead and get some type of a lamp, and there are actual grow light bulbs like the regular light bulbs that you fit in your home, but they come in a full spectrum and they are grow lights for your plants. Grow lights are an easy and affordable way to help your plants thrive. Unfortunately, they tend to get bogged down in various blogs with all kinds of graphs and numbers and just all the statistics and trying to figure out exactly what's going to be calculated to work the best for you. Unfortunately, they end up making people so terrified and they basically get decision paralysis and they can't choose which one to get. So they end up not getting any grow lights at all, and then the plant just still sits there in the dark corner without the light that they need. And then it becomes a vicious cycle where these plant parents are like, oh no, I'm a horrible plant parent. You're not. It just needs a grow light. So just make sure that you end up getting one that's LED light and make sure that it is a full spectrum light, and you will be good to go. You don't have to worry about everything else. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. And your plants are still going to grow. They're still going to thrive, and they're going to be so happy. You can check out indoorgardening.com for more information. We are always happy to help. We also have lots of other videos for you if you want to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!